Well, the government exists to keep the country safe, to make it possible for you and your family to live without fear. When they fail to do that, when they refuse to protect you, it's up to you to keep your own family safe. That's the most basic right there is. It's a natural right, the right of self-defense. Mark and Patricia McCloskey of St. Louis invoked that right. They had no choice. A violent mob showed up at their house. The police wouldn't come. For doing that, they have been charged with felonies, and they've been roundly attacked by our news media.
What they did was very aggressive. There wasn't a need to brandish a weapon in a threatening way.
It's an image that's getting a lot of backlash online. A St. Louis couple pointing guns at protesters. Why it's become a symbol of people resisting change at a critical moment for the country.
These are their neighbors who they are threatening their lives with these weapons. And when you pull out a gun, you better be prepared to use it. Like, that's a terrifying thing.
So we have a Second Amendment. That's the good news. We've had it for almost 250 years. The bad news is you're not actually allowed to invoke it. It doesn't really mean anything. And if you try, they'll put you in jail. Ryan Cleckner is a former Army Ranger sniper. He joins us tonight. Ryan, thanks so much for coming on. So this is all happening. We've chronicled it in some detail on this show over the past couple of months. It's this horrifying combination of the collapse of state order, the police, and at the same time this crackdown on self-defense. My question is, who is pushing back against this? Who is standing up for the rights of Americans to keep their families safe?
You are, we are. I hope we all get together and get a big wake-up call here, Tucker. I mean, we are absolutely under attack. You said it right. The government's fundamental interest is to protect its people.
Yes.
And when the government fails to do that, and goes worse, when they make the situation worse by failing to stop these riots, when they maybe encourage some of these activities to happen, when they let buildings get burned to the ground, they let these groups occupy American territory, when they allow this to fester and grow and grow and grow, to where the average American citizen has no resort left but to stick up for themselves and defend themselves, and then the government comes after those people and not the violent mob, we have no choice. I hope the wake-up call here for people is that you are responsible for yourself and your family's safety. And if you haven't gotten a firearm yet, if you haven't gotten good training yet, if you haven't thought about what you need to do to take care of yourself, you're behind the times a little bit. You need to better catch up.
There's this, and it's happening beneath the surface. I don't think most people are aware of it, but a coordinated effort to strip people of their right of self-defense, not just conventional gun rights, but any right of self-defense. And it's a coalition informally between left-wing, often Soros-backed prosecutors, like in St. Louis and Philadelphia, and academics, professors, including at Georgetown University in Washington. What would be the point of that? Why would anyone try to make it harder for Americans to defend themselves at the same time they're making it more dangerous to live in America? Like, what is the theme here?
The theme here is I don't think the totalitarian left wants anybody to push back or resist. And for years we've heard, we're not coming for your guns. Well, they just came for the guns. Not only do they physically take the McCloskey's guns, when they charge them with a felony, I don't know if everyone knows this, but if you get convicted of a felony, you're no longer able to ever possess a firearm. Your Second Amendment rights are completely taken away. This is everything we told wasn't going to happen. It's happening here. And I think the McCloskey's use of the firearms to defend themselves is the best example of the Second Amendment we have. I'm tired of getting told by anti-gunners that, oh, the Second Amendment, you think you're going to have a tyrannical government, we're beyond that. No. I think the Second Amendment is about protecting our right to defend ourselves, just like what happened here, and it's time for everyone to wake up.
Amen. I agree with that. I wish I didn't, but I do. Ryan Cleckner, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks.